Hey guys, APGAINS here. Welcome back to Mech Arena. I know this is not Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. There will be a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, a great video actually coming out in a couple hours here. Let's talk about the meta of Mech Arena. If you guys want to dominate, you guys want to get MVPs, you guys want to get the most kills. Most importantly, you guys want to have the most fun. Kill shot with 2 Jav 4s is the way you're going to do all of those things. If you love playing control point, you can move around quickly, you can capture lots of control points. They count as much as kills do for your MVP, so maybe if you just like being MVP or you have a couple of challenging, what are they called? Quests or whatever they're called. Sorry, it's been a long day. You can get those done. Also, the Javelin rockets are ridiculously fun, as well as Killshot is quite a mobile and fun character. Now, there are some limitations. If you're playing on a mostly covered rooftop map, you are not as effective. Also, you are very easy to kill, so as you see, I put myself in harm's way there. You can quickly get out of harm's way, and since you can't attack from close range, you actually need to have a little bit of distance between you and your opponent. But the ability to do this is just honestly better than any downside possible. Now, this game is very, very, very pay to win. Some mechs and some weapons are just infinitely better than the ones you can have for free. That being said, this is a mech and a weapon that you guys can get very early, and it is quite competitive. Now, if you're gonna sweat it out on some of the tournament maps that are not necessarily super conducive to this type of gameplay, there will be other videos that I pump out on those like super sweaty end game mechs and equipment and stuff like that. Stuff that you guys are not gonna have right away. But for for 100% of players, you guys have access to this mech and this weapon for this loadout, and you are going to be able to get in there. You're going to be able to dominate. You're going to be able to have a ton of fun. You're going to be able to do stuff like that, and it's just amazing. Is it not amazing? Now, I've been playing super passively while I've been talking because, you know, my tiny monkey brain requires me to sweat a little bit less in order for gameplay. So we're actually going to find out. Are we going to get MVP this time around? Is this all witchcraft that I've been spewing to you, or does it actually work even when you're not paying attention? Let's get in the trenches. Another enemy kill shot is actually something that we're quite worried about because we are so weak. We are quite susceptible to a lot of things that bigger mechs are not necessarily prone to. We can move around quite well, which is always nice, and we're about to die. But we came out with a kill there. So that is the meta at the moment. I would say that the Panther with the double RPG 7s or RPG 6s is a more sweaty, higher tier version of Killshot with the Javs, but it's not as fun. It requires, you know, a little bit of investment, a little bit more passive play, I would say. You play more of a defensive role because of just the way that your kit is set up. You don't move as fast, you can't capture as many control points. The nature of your shield is quite defensive in nature, but you can dominate a lot better. As you can see, this does a lot more consistent damage than the kill shot, which, oops, let's actually get blocked there. It does directly counter kill shot as well. You can destroy a kill shot right away before they can even actually let me get over here so I don't get hit by these mortars. You can place your shield, which is super good for countering kill shots. Most people run kill shot with missiles. We're actually losing this, which is actually kind of funny. I think we're going to lose because our teammate just sucks so badly. I will talk about in another video how to make sure that you never lose, because oftentimes your ability to win is capped by... So we did get MVP. We had the most fun. Unfortunately, we kind of spent too much time, so, you know, we didn't get in there and get MVP and second place. But we basically dominated the lobby, even not really paying attention. We weren't as aggressive. Normally, we'll be first in kills, first in damage, first in action time, first in captures, and we don't heal, so we never get a healing award. And we'll usually be MVP 1, and since if you play the right way, you kind of don't really set yourself up to die. I actually can make a video about unlocking this new mech, which is awesome. Since you don't die, you're not going to get MVP 2 because, you know, you never used another mech. But let's talk about something really quickly. The 2v2 game mode. The 2v2 game mode is going to be your best bet to win as many matches as humanly possible. Because what is the biggest detriment to you guys playing and winning? It's the amount of teammates you have. Oftentimes, you're going to have teammates, let's be honest, who just are not up to stuff. If you guys are watching this video, and not just watching this video because you watch my Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes stuff and you know who I am, and you're like, oh, what is this stupid game he's playing? But if you guys are just here for the Mech Arena person, you guys are going to understand the majority of your teammates are going to be really, really bad. So what does 2v2 allow you to do? It allows you to reduce the amount of teammates, thus increasing the amount of control you have over the game. Now, I thought this was a different map. That's actually a problem in a lot of matchmaking for 2v2, is it shows you one map and then puts you in an entirely other map, which is never fun. So Killshot actually is really bad on some of these maps, where most of it is indoors. So this is going to be a perfect example of when the meta for you early game players, this Killshot with the jabs, is not as effective. It's just going to be simple fact that there's a lot of roofed cover. You're going to have to be a little bit more strategic about getting in the right positions, baiting your opponents out into the open like here. Unfortunately, we got that assist there because our opponent did, you know, the last 1% of the damage after we did all of it. But we can get in here and do some good stuff. We can pop off and get a couple of kills. So we're not going to be as effective, but we are going to be limiting the amount of nonsense that our opponent does. Another thing it gets rid of is the capture point thing, where, you know, they can just outright win on points instead of killing. This way, we have much more control over the actual winning that takes place, because our opponent, our teammate can only die so many times, right? And as long as we're dropping bodies, I mean, we've been playing pretty passively because I've been explaining stuff this whole time. But I mean, it's still only 2-1. It's about to be 4-1 after I kill both of these guys. Give me a second here to track them down. Okay, well, our teammate stole that kill, which is never fun. But yeah, even on these maps where Killshot is actually kind of the worst possible option you can go for, as long as, you know, you're playing relatively smart, you can still get nice. I mean, that was not an angle. I thought those would travel a little bit lower than they actually did. But even in these situations, we can still get MVP. I mean, we got 3 kills to our opponents, our teammates 1. We weren't exactly... Let's actually run it again. It's actually not really good for this map, but let's just see if we can make it work. It takes a little bit of skills. Your opponents are going to learn quickly after the first time you rocket them into oblivion, to never leave the sanctity of the underground, at the digital underground. Hopefully some of you guys are digital underground fans, or maybe I'm just talking to myself at this point. But sometimes, I mean, I kind of just messed myself up there by by blocking off half my rockets, but we get a nice little kill. I mean, don't use this tiny little mech. A lot of people really love the jumpy guy. I actually really loved the jumpy guy when I was first starting out, because he was fun. You could get in like high places. You can do some sniping. You quickly realize that you don't play idiots forever, and he just doesn't have the HP to be viable. And that's one of the big downsides about these smaller mechs, is you sacrifice survivability for mobility, which some situations on big open maps, especially for capture point, is a trade that you definitely can make, especially with Killshot. But it's never a decision that you want to make with the little jumpy guy. Lancer, is that his name? I honestly, he's not even good enough for me to remember his name. Ooh, perfect timing on the heal there. Now, see, this is a situation where we can't be as aggressive, which means we can't make up for our teammates', you know, awfulness. And we're actually... Oh, can we dodge the laser? Oh my god, you guys are seeing some Indiana Jones in action. Uh-oh. So now I'm about to die. So basically I just have to hide for 8 seconds. Is kind of the general strategy, and we should have won.
3, 2,
I mean,
1.
not a high-scoring game, but even when it's not a high-scoring game, you're still going to basically win on 99% of your battles. I was actually hoping this would be a more open map so that I could explain in 2v2, you know, kill shot with the jabs basically destroys everyone, but they chose to put a they chose to play a map where, you know, they try to hinder us. But what happens when they hinder us? We still come in, we still get MVP. And I'm gonna make a video about unlocking the new guy. I just got enough shards to unlock him over here. Let me see if I can give you a little teaser trailer. You guys are gonna be excited about that. I'll see you guys in that video. As always, I love you guys. Subscribe if you want to. Don't if you don't. I'll see you later, and I love you.